Well, Graham French is the co-president of the Karingal Footy Club. Frenchie, thanks for joining us. A massive weekend coming up for the club. This is what the double chance is all about, but I dare say you probably wouldn't have wanted to be in this position with all three grades going into the weekend.
No, it's not ideal, Dan. So for the 19s, the reserves and the seniors, it's their last shot. But the women's team playing their first final, women's footy team, which is fantastic, and D, C and B grade, they all play off on Saturday at Chelsea for a spot in the grand final. So it's going to be a big weekend for the club. We've got 7 games. Hopefully we can win all 7. That'd be great.
If someone said you'd have 7 teams in finals in the second week of finals, at the start of the year, even the halfway mark of the year, you'd be pretty happy with that, wouldn't you? No matter what those finals are.
Yeah, 100%. You take it every day of the week. And we're very proud of that. But at the end of the day, you know, it still grinds on me. Our performance last weekend down at Somerville against Langwarrin and Red Hill and Crib Point. But, you know, that's what the double chance is all about for those boys. So they deserve that and they get it. And, hopefully they put in a better performance. But we're very proud of our netballers and hopefully, they can get straight into a grand final, which is great.
You're unlucky. You lost 2 early, so you're down to 2 rotations on the bench. Good news is Mason Russell, one of those, is out there training, and Stanley is so important to your team. Hasn't played a lot of footy because of injuries, out there training as well. To get them back in the team will be very important on the weekend.
Yeah, I think Mason looks like he'll play. I think Stanley will get another week, so I don't think he'll play. And obviously, Paul Bailey-Frey broken his shoulder, so he's out for the season, which is a shame. He's due to he's moving away and travelling the world, so he's going to have to do that with one arm, the poor bugger. So it was a shame to lose him early in the game.
And where do you think you can win this game? And do you think a few guys that played last week, that haven't played for a while, they needed the run, that'll help you?
Hopefully we can win it at Mornington, for starters. Mate, listen, I'll leave that to the coaches. I'm no expert. I think the ground probably suits us.
Yeah.
Some are up and about. They got momentum, which you can't buy. So they're going to be hard to beat. So we've just got to match them in all areas. Obviously got to shut Fermanus down. Got to stop the ball getting to the big fella, the full forward there with the blonde locks.
Gillis.
So, Gillis is quite a character. So we're going to have our hands full, but we can get it done, I think.
Good on you, Graham. Thanks for having us down here, and good luck on the weekend. Big weekend for the club.
Great, thanks very much.
Forsyth is coaching the reserves again at Karingal. They won the flag last year. They were through to a second semi this time last year. It's got to be a little bit harder for you this year, Luke. You're in a first semi, but I thought last week against a pretty good Red Hill team, it was an excellent effort, and Brendan Dunn even said that later on. It was a good performance. He must have been happy with what they achieved.
Yeah, we played good footy, Dan, but you just you can't give good sides a head start. And last time we played Langy, we were 4 goals down at quarter time, and when we played Red Hill, we were 4 goals down as well. So you can't give a good side a head start, and Red Hill, they're probably the yardstick along with Langy. There's not much between those two. So hopefully we can get another crack at them, but we've got Seaford on the weekend, and they're in red hot form as well.
What did you learn about them? I saw you having a good look at them on the weekend.
Yeah, the few of the boys got down there and had a look. They're a quick side. We haven't beaten them this year, so they've had our measure both times out here, and at Seaford, threw it on the midfield. Last time we played them, their midfield probably beat us up a little bit, and they've got a couple of quick blokes, maybe not young blokes, but some quick blokes that can catch us out the back. So we'll be, we'll make them accountable for sure.
And what about the senior team? A few guys needed the run. It wasn't a great performance last week. Where do you need to improve?
Langy just probably beat us up all around the ground. So we've addressed it tonight, and look, we had a quick chat before training. We've just got to get back to playing our brand of footy, and there won't be too many changes. We'll back our guys in to bounce back and hopefully get the job done against Summy.
Feeling more pressure this year than last year because you were on top for a large portion of the year in the seniors, that you could bow out in straight sets?
Oh, yeah, you can go out in straight sets, but I think, Dan, it's a pretty even competition. We're on top for most of the year, but there wasn't much in it each time we played Summy out here. They probably had the better of us for 3 quarters. So we know if you're not on in this comp, it doesn't matter who you come up against. If you're 5% off, you're not up to it. So our boys need to play 4 quarters of footy, and we probably haven't done it for a while. So the challenge is on us this week to get that done.
Good luck, Luke. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Cheers.
Well done. Good on you. The skipper of the Karingal Footy Club. This is it, Andy. How confident are you? You can get through?
Yeah, pretty confident. Obviously last week was pretty disappointing. Boys were a little bit flat on the track early on this week, but tonight we had a good night. So yeah, we're keen as, and we're ready to go.
How did you get yourself back? As you said, flat on Tuesday, but how were you able to get yourself up and ready again, it wouldn't have been easy.
No, we sort of just had a little meeting in the rooms just before training tonight and just sort of looked at it and the teams that we've beaten, bringing confidence in, being the only team that's probably beaten every team in the finals, looking at the 2 wins over Summy, which bring confidence into this weekend. Obviously, we've got to get Holty and stuff up and about, but yeah. Dunk in the background. But no, we should be right. We kind of played better with our backs against the walls and off a loss as well. So hopefully we go all right and go through and then play the Red Hill at Langwarrin.
Do you think a few guys needed the run last week, and how important was that?
Yeah, I think we did. We came out really flat. Obviously, having the sinkhole out here, not playing against Pearcedale in the last round probably would have been beneficial. Guys got a rest, but at the end of the day, like we needed the run. We came out flat against Langwarrin and they smashed us. So yeah. And
the fact you beat Somerville twice, as you mentioned, that must give you a lot of confidence.
Yeah, it does obviously, but I think that day here they probably should have beaten us. I think we had a good last quarter into the win. They probably won 3 of them, so we did well there. But yeah, we're up and about. We're keen to get back on the winners list and yeah, hopefully make it a better run than last year. So.
And how disappointing would it be, Andy? I mean, I don't want to talk about the wall, but you were on top for a large portion of the year. If you were to lose both finals and be out of the competition Sunday night, would it be a wasted season?
I would say it would be. Yeah, going similar to last year, going out straight sets. I think we finished 3rd last year. This year we finished 2nd. By 2 points to Red Hill. So it'd be disappointing knowing that we've beaten Langwarrin, Red Hill, and Somerville if they beat us on the weekend. Seeing those teams in the finals, just knowing that we can do it, and not getting a win ourselves. So. No, I'm looking for the win. So I'd count a win and then go into next week with confidence. So hopefully we can get it done.
Good luck, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks. Cheers.
To catch up with the coach, Brendan Dunn. It's been 5 days since we last spoke, Brendan, and your body was in a world of pain. How have you recovered?
Yeah, good, mate. It's just old age. So when you're 28 and under, you can just back it up. But no, I've had 2 lots of massage this week and feeling good.
The extra day help you? 8 days instead of 7?
Will, but ideally you want to keep playing Saturdays because if you get through when you play the next week, you obviously got 1 day less than the other team. So, but it is what it is. That's finals, isn't it? You've just got to put up what's put in front of you. And we're playing Sunday at Mornington, which is a small ground, and not sure it's in that great a condition. I've been working in Mornington and doesn't look that great. So it'll be a high contested game, no doubt.
Which you guys are generally pretty good at. You seem to play your best footy, and you've beaten some darn good sides. You've beaten every team in the comp. You've beaten Red Hill twice, particularly in the wet at Red Hill. So if it is wet and muddy, you should be okay, shouldn't you?
Yeah, look, our trademark that we try to play to works in both conditions, but it really probably suits the wet weather stuff. So we felt like we really let ourselves down in that area last week. But the boys are looking to make amends. Somerville's a really good wet weather side too. Like on the weekend against Chelsea, they were really good. Fermanus and Hoganberg, Sutton dominated. So they've got some really good players, mate. So it's actually probably going to be a really good matchup between the two sides.
Do you think that you've got an advantage with Holt? Because they seem to lack a really tall defender, don't they? Unless they play McDonald down there, but they like to use him in the ruck a bit. If Roberts comes back, maybe McDonald goes down there, which does help them a bit, but they could be a bit disadvantaged playing on someone like Holt, couldn't they?
Yeah, I think Holt might have kicked 6 the first time against them, and I think he only kicked 2 maybe the second time. Kane McKenzie, who's a good Karingal boy, did really well on him the second time, and Sedgwick did really well at getting in the hole. So obviously we've seen that and prepared for that guy coming off the guy who's leading up at half forward, coming back into Holty's hole. So we've spoken about all those things. Whether we execute or not, that's another story. But you know, if sides defend really well, if you give the footy back to Somerville across our half forward line in really easy rebound 50 areas, they're going to score heavily. So we've got to really concentrate on probably using the footy a lot better than we did last week, and that'll help our forwards out as well.
Having been on top of the table, you're feeling more pressure than usual, that knowing this is your last chance, and if you do bow out, you're gone? Or you do lose, I should say, you're gone?
No, it's the same. I've been in a fair few final series as coach, and you know, you enter the finals from 4th, you enter from top, you enter from 2nd, 5th. It's finals pressure. You want to be playing your best footy at this time of the year, which we probably weren't, but what you can do is, like Langy, hopefully is a wake-up call for us, and they were really good. So we'll go out on the weekend and we'll be firing. No worries about that.
Any selection exclusives? Matt Stanley, any chance?
Matt Stanley is a chance. We're not sure yet, so he was due back this week or next. So it'll be depending on how he trained tonight, obviously. So we'll see how he plays.
Looked pretty good, didn't he?
He always looks good, mate. He's a star. He's a star.
Mason Russell didn't get much game time last week because of injury. You were down 2 rotations, which didn't help you, but he was out there training as well.
Yeah, he'll be right. He got up, so he's just got a lateral tear, but with strapping and the swelling's gone now. So he ran around really well tonight, so he'll be in, yep, no doubts.
All you blokes playing with pain, and the great man yourself, you'll be right.
Yeah, I should be fine. Yeah, Dizza, he's the best fullback in the competition, so if he's not fullback the team of the year, something's gone wrong. He'll be up and about. Him and Gillis go head to head all the time, so that's a really good matchup actually. It's that's one to pay your money. $13 in the finals, isn't it, Dan? Not 10.
Oh, I don't know. I've got a ticket to get in.
You pay your $13 to watch that show. It's really good. No, we've got a few. You know, we might make a few changes too this week. Obviously, we were pretty poor last week, so we'll see what happens.
Good luck, Brendan. Thanks for joining us as usual.
Beautiful. Thanks, Dan.
Well, it's a case of deja vu for the Karingal under-19 team with their coach Mike Treat. Mike, you came from losing the first final last year, won the next 3 to win the grand final. You still must be confident you can do it again this year.
Oh, we are. Probably corresponding game last year, we were just disappointed in our effort in the game. It wasn't the case on the weekend. We thought we played relatively well in patches. We just didn't take our opportunities at crucial moments of the game, and Crib Point played exceptional. So I wasn't devastated after the game. I was really impressed with the way Crib Point played, and they were just better on the day, and that was it. So we reload this week, and hopefully we can, like you said, win the next 3 and repeat. That's the plan, obviously.
You said you were impressed. Did they surprise you how well they played?
I wouldn't say they surprised me. It was a bit of the unknown because we'd only played them once during the year, and we knew how many guys were playing senior footy. So I knew obviously a few of their main players like Panich and so forth that had played some really good footy in the seniors. So it was a bit of the unknown. We didn't know what to expect. I knew they were quick. They were very quick when we played them out here. But probably the ball use was the thing that really stood out. They took a lot of risks and executed perfectly. They were impressive. So credit to them. That was good.
What do you know about P-Star?
We played them twice. We played them 2 weeks ago out here again. We had 2 good wins. I know a lot of the guys have actually coached a few of the Pearstyle guys that did play at Karingal through junior, so I know them quite well. They're a very skilled side. We're just probably got to stop their run on the outside and put a bit of pressure on the ball carrier all day, so that's the plan.
Are you feeling pressure, even though, as I say, you've been down this path before of losing the first final and having to do it the hard way, that you could go out in straight sets, this being your last year as well?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't say I feel pressure. I've sort of more put it on the guys than myself. The effort wasn't there for 4 quarters last week, and I did say to them tonight, we go out on Sunday and it's a waste of 9 months of work. So in reality, compared to last year, obviously the comparisons have been made all year. We haven't done the work this year, and that's probably why, the pressure went on Sunday and we didn't respond. So it's been a solid week on the track. If they're good enough, we'll win. So it's as simple as that, really. So see what happens.
Good luck. Should be an absolute ripper. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.
Good on you, Mike.